and I'll be here for 30 minutes. So in today's effort effrontery news or God's news, like what in the gods is that? What in the audacity is that? A chef from Ghana, Ghanaian chef Smith, faked Guinness Book of World Records for the longest cooking marathon ever made in history. Guys, I can't believe this. Like, what is it with what is it with the name Smith these days? Like, how can you fake such record? This record is in the public eye. Like, everybody follows anybody who is embarking on this project. Guys, I can't believe it. I can't believe someone can actually do that. I don't know if you guys have heard this news. So this Ghanaian chef wanted to be like the likes of Hilda Baci and the Indian woman, and recently the other guy who took over from Hilda. I don't know their names. I don't know the Indian woman's name, and I don't know the Ghanaian woman's name. I've forgotten that of India because her name was ringing a bell at that time. Hilda was, embarking on the Guinness Book of World Records um, event. So, guys, this chef decided that he is going to be famous. He will try his best to be famous. He went ahead, backed on the journey, but everybody knows that this guy called a world conference to say that he got this award. Now, let me start from how I heard of it. I heard of it from TikTok as usual. I'm scrolling endlessly. Well, I'm Nigerian and Ghanaians are close by, so it's very, very easy for such news to spread a bit into the Nigerian, social media platform, and also, head into, you know, when you're on social media platforms and you know somebody in your country or some other place, it's easier for you to get information happening along that region because, of course, you watch your friends or your family's, content. So, guys, this guy decided to embark on Cookathon, just like we have Hilda Baci as well. And you know what he did? He said, okay, I'm going to do this. But first, you need a sponsor. And Guinness Book of World Records, they have this way they do things. Before you start up this journey, you also have to inform them. And they, hi, Frosty Eyes, hi. And they're also going to tell you, give you a go ahead. Okay, you can go ahead and embark on the project you're going to do. So this guy said, okay, I'm going to do this. He found a sponsor called Mama. I don't know these Ghanaian names. And the sponsor, he agreed with them. I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Today I'm talking about the a chef from Ghana who faked the Guinness Book of World Records. So he got a sponsor, and these people they agreed to sponsor him, or this woman who owns a restaurant agreed to sponsor him and says, "Okay, I'll be your agent, I'll be your PR person, and I'm also going to give you a space because before you do this, you also have to get your space, get your." Oh, no problem. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. You also have to get your space, fix your camera. So at the end of the day, whether you cooked for 1 million hours, 1 million days, you have to get all your data, get all your video, and send to Guinness Book of World Records. Those guys, you have to go through it to be sure you cooked for that particular number of time you get. So this chef got a sponsor, and then you know what he did? He breached the contract. I'm sure they must have signed a contract, or maybe legally on paper, or they must have, agreed by maybe word of mouth. I don't know how they agreed on, but they agreed that they'll be his agent, or she will be his agent if he's is she. They called the person Mama something. It's a Ghanaian name. Maybe I'll try to get it in my next live because the name escaped my head when I heard the news. but I actually crammed the name at that time. So he went and breached the contract, found another person or another place wherever he wanted to do it. And the next thing, all over the news and their radio stations, they're saying this guy has won the Guinness Book of World Records for cooking over 800 hours. Guys, 8 good 100 hours. That's really very, very interesting. The thing people don't know is because somebody has done it, you think everything is easy. You think it's so easy. At least if you hear from Hilda Baci of Nigeria, when she was embarking on this journey, or before she even embarked on Guinness Book of World Records journey, she was a big plumpy. She was on the big side, on the plus side. She worked out. She changed her diet. When she became a gym rat, basically, for her to you have to prepare yourself because you're going to be up and doing. You're going to be staying awake for a whole lot of time. So because somebody has done something, you think, oh, it's easy. If it's in Nigeria, they'll say, go do run and if it's easy. When people do things or someone is just doing their own thing and you think, okay, I'm going to do it. Guys, if you when you start trying, you understand that these things are not easy. Like, it's not easy. You give kudos to whoever has done anything or done any achievement. So this guy here and then, all we know everywhere is I checked his TikTok and I saw day 21 of cooking, day 22, day 33, day, all the days. But, and then next thing, oh, my network went off. So next thing, there's a press conference with three media stations. And the journalists, they're like, are you sure you want this? You want this cookathon? Are you really sure? Because right now we have checked the Guinness Book of World Records and platforms, Instagram, TikTok, the Twitter handle, that is X handle, and there's nothing like that. You are not there. They haven't made any formal announcement that you have won an award. So what is going on? And the guy replied, oh, that he won it. I heard the voice, the voice recording when they asked him on phone that he won it and that he did it. That is like, how do you think you can go off with that kind of lie, that kind of fraudulent fraudulent act when this is this is a world record you're talking about. Not only your people from your tribe or your country will be looking at you or trying to find out whether you want it or not. Not even your friends, not only your enemies, not even people who don't like you. A whole lot of people, even people who don't know you, everybody will be so interested to find out what this person has done. And you think you can blow up that kind of lie? This guy in the press briefing, I'm sure somebody is going to do the same content and show you guys everything that has happened. I'm sure the content is maybe somewhere here on YouTube since I saw it on TikTok. This guy, organized a press briefing. There were journalists and he presented, like they presented, I don't know who was that carrying up one yeah thing they did of Guinness Book of World Records frame. If you've seen the Guinness Book of World Records, you know that they have a frame. Now, there's a big difference in this frame, guys. If you look at the Guinness Book of World Records frame, their frame has silver edges, top, bottom, horizontal, vertical. Okay, my network went off again. So, but this guy's frame that he made for himself has black edges, like the top, the vertical, the horizontal, black edges, and then the paper inside that should tell you this so person. I used it as my thumbnail. The paper inside was really something he made from a photocopying machine that is not even so good. You can see the black lines, like when you are trying to photocopy and sometimes the photocopying stuff is not really giving you bright color. That is the same thing this guy presented as his award frame from Guinness Book of World Records. And you know what? Because he breached the contract between him and the person who promised to assist him and be his agent and be his PR person got him arrested. Like, and the person, informed the law enforcement agents to, come and get him. I'm sure that is how the news now broke off. And it's like, this is not funny. You know, anything that has to do with Ghana, next thing they're like, oh my God, the people of Nigeria are going to say, oh God, they can't even do it well. But no, it's not even really about that. It's about, how can you blow up this kind of lie? Like, there are things you have to be smart about. But right now, this particular one, there's nothing smart about this particular, you know, this particular SCAM. Yes, guys, I'm on live. I will see you guys shortly. So there's nothing particularly, fantastic for someone to wake up one morning and decide that they're going to do things their own way in order to clinch a world record. I don't know. People don't understand what it means to be a world record holder. Maybe they think you just wake up one morning and voila, you announce, you call you call the press guys, call the journalists and like set your cameras, call the radio stations, put on anything and start announcing that you won an award, guys. This is like number one in the book of gods. What in the name of audacity is that? That is really, really so amazing that someone could do this kind of, do this kind of stuff. I find it very, very interesting. So, who is here now with me? I practically have no person listening. So, guys, if you ever watch this and you're following the news, I'd like to know, what do you think of this? Like, to think of it, how cooking for 3 days, we're talking about a whole month, more than a month, 800 hours. Wow, this chef meat has done wonders. Even faking this whole stuff and getting, trying to deceive the world. Let's say the world now, because it's not just Ghana, it's not just West Africa, it's not just Africa. It's like it needs a record on its own. It needs a record on its own. Trying to pull off this kind of stunts. Wow. It's really, really amazing. So guys, I'm here for 12 minutes now. I think I find this really interesting. So that is it from Chef Smith and how he has been able to pull off this whole world record title holding, saga. And that has been it in today's food related content news. So guys, you see, food content is beginning to become very interesting. I thought it used to be boring, like it's not about cooking and bringing out recipes. Now people are trying to, become very famous from cooking, and not just famous, extremely famous. And the thing that goes with winning the Guinness Book of Records award, you become popular. Brands tend to, associate with you, and you get more favors. Basically, I think there's a lot of favors that go with it. You get more favors and, get more stuff, free item, goodies. Everybody wants to snap picture with you. You just become an overnight celebrity. So I think the guy was like, I've been doing this chef work for a long time. It's time I do this. If other people can do it, I've been cooking. What can't I do? Let me extend mine to 33 days, over 800 hours. That's really so, so, so funny. So he wanted to be famous, and well, now being a chef, being a cook, and trying to win an award, it's really, really huge. It's really, really it's really, really massive. So in today's food related content world, I no longer find it boring. I'll no longer say it's just food content. So you see, everyone is striving to become famous, become millionaires from cooking. Gone are the days when people used to just look down on people who cook, or chefs, or the chef job, or the or any of all these jobs that they think is not worth it, because people used to think I'm moving away from Chef Smith now. People used to think it's just being in an office, doing office work that matters. Now, being a chef is top notch, and being a private chef to private citizens, rich individuals, it's really it's really one of the best jobs now. And as AI is even trying to take over, or it has taken over, or it's coming up, being a chef or the chef job is going to be sought after because of course people are going to eat, must eat, and they're never going to go out of jobs. And now in these days, event planning has gone up a lot higher. It's on the top ranking job anybody can get now because these days everybody is celebrating and people are celebrating big. Nobody is doing small events again. I look at events and I'm like, wow. So imagine you're catering to this event as a chef. Guys, the world is really going into food content or food related content, anything food big time. So it's really amazing that someone has to fake their way to getting a fake Guinness Book of World Records, so they become popular. I find it really funny. So these days, don't sleep on food content creation because it's the main thing now. Everybody wants to be a chef these days. Even home cooks like me, if we can start winning award from home cooking, I think people have done it here. People have done it, and people can still do it. I can decide to embark on my own Guinness Book of Records as for the longest cooking ever done in history from home. But the main thing is you have to do it the proper way. You have to go through the proper channels. So, like as I was saying, since AI is coming, AI will soon take over. A lot of people are losing their jobs currently. If you listen to the news, or even if you're on YouTube here, you keep seeing content on people saying they lost their jobs and all that, and what are they going to do next? So you see, people are finding other things to do now, and a lot of people are going into culinary activity. I think I like that. I like that. I like the going into culinary school. It's something I may try to do with myself if I think hard on it. So culinary skill is something anyone should think of now as part of what they can do in a world of AI, because let's call it like that. This is not we are not living in a world of AI. So all those activities, you know, attending culinary school to gain experience, because being a home cook is different from catering to a lot of people. Being a home cook is different from running a restaurant. No, you can't do it. There's something called kitchen management. Can you cook for people and you have to be on the go because a lot of people are ordering, and any slight delay or delays that are not really admirable, they can just review your restaurant or review whatever you do and like say this person takes a lot of time, the restaurant they're always late, I have to wait for like forever, those kind of stuff. So getting the skill, learning kitchen management, and also, yeah, apart from that, food hygiene. A lot of people don't know that, that some people don't understand the as you cook, you clean, everywhere has to be clean, everywhere has to be sparkling, all your environment, your equipment, everything has to be clean. So they think that how they cook at home will be the same thing with how you cook in the restaurant. So you see, that's why people attend or have to enroll in culinary school and and all that in order to become an expert in the food world. So I'm saying what I'm saying here is that food content creation, anything concerning food, is taking the center space right now in the world of AI. So if it wasn't taking the center stage, I don't know why the chef would try to fake an award. Like guys, I this thing is not even funny. It's funny on one hand, and when you critically think of it, it's not really funny. That Chef Smith, we decide to fake a whole Guinness Book of World Records. I think I find it very, 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 very Very, very daring and daunting, like trying to do that. So that's it for what I wanted to say about chef meat and food content creation. That's how it's going. So it has been interesting these few days, hearing all that, and that's it. So food content creation, anything matters relating to food, they're becoming the envy of everybody, and people are trying to, understand what's going on. A lot of people are in culinary schools, a lot of people are catering to events, especially when I look at events, look at Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, especially Abuja, Nigeria. I look at the Lebanese weddings. Oh God, guys, these people are they're making a KILL. They're doing it like they're doing it big. I look at how every time I look at this event, I'm looking at I want to look at the food section. I've seen when I see the bride, I see the groom, or I see the celebrant, I've seen the whole. Most times I'm not even interested in all those things. I want to see videos of the chef, what type of food was served, how were they plenty buffets, were they serving, dishes, was it served in gold plated dishes, silver plated dishes, all those kind of stuff. So man, that is what makes your event, because apart from the whole decor, cake, if you have it, depending on type of event you're doing, your food has to be something unforgettable, yeah, something that will live in the memories of the attendees, the viewers, because these days you can't run an event without some PR, some social media, coverage. So I want to see food. Like there's a particular wedding that was held in Abuja, Nigeria, that I still have it in my head. Like I saw the food stands, different caterers, different plating, food piping hot. Man, I'm still in awe. It's not. It's still in my memory. I haven't forgotten about it. You see, that is how much these things are. Like you have to do things that are memorable. Your food has to be up and doing. It has to give. It has to give everything it should give. So that's it. So don't joke with food content creation these days. It's really amazing. It's piping hot. Actually, for this live, I didn't prepare any templates. As usual, I freestyle. This is a freestyle talk, and I was hoping to chat with a lot of people. So more people have been coming and going on this live. I can see it in the radar, and then that's it. So, what do you think of Chef Smith of Ghana? What do you think of food content creation in these days? Do you think that it is something to look up to? Will you be able to change your career in your field to become a culinary chef, or to become a food content creator, or you have a job, and what aspect of social media would you like to venture into in case if you wanted to do social media? Would you like to be like a food content creator? Yes, there's this that reminds me, there's this lady, I can't remember her name again, but she has been in her shorts. She was taking us along her you know days going to culinary school, and I was really enjoying the episode. Like she said they this, what they did, what they cooked, how they chopped the octopus, the fish, those kind of stuff. Yeah, and there's a whole, and it made me realize that there is a whole difference between what they do in culinary school and how you cook at home, and that includes how you hold your KNIFE. I don't know if I pronounce the word, whether YouTube will flag it, so let me spell it out. Even how you place it when you're in the kitchen, how you work when you're holding your KNIFE, holding it by the sides. These are things I've learned from people, from watching people go to culinary school, and I find it interesting. I think it's something I think I can do, or I can venture into. Apart from the things I have in mind, it's actually good. Or if you have a child who says, okay, they want to do this with what I've seen and what is going on in today's world, guys, I'll still go for it. I think I even prefer it to some of all these things young people and people go to stay. They're going to study in university, like things like saying you're going to study things like linguistics in this day and age. Please, I prefer you just go get a skill than spend a whole lot of years in school for that. Remember, this is now the world of AI. These days, you can be communicating in your language. I can be communicating in English to an Arabian speaking person, or sorry, to an Arabic speaking person, and the person will be hearing what I'm saying in Arabic, although I'm speaking English. That is how much the world has changed, and that is how effective AI is. So in this world where robots and robotics and machines are doing a lot of jobs that we would normally do, like the job of linguist and a whole lot of jobs. So yes, the hand skills, the things you can do with your hands now are going to be one of the sought after careers or things you can do. So don't sleep on content creation, especially food content creation and all other content creation, because ranking number one on content creation will be entertainment, because a lot of things are going on these days that when I switch on my phone, or yeah, I think this thing keeps on going up and going on. So a lot of things are going on that when people switch on their phones, they want to just laugh. I want to laugh. I want to just pat my head. Like my head is full. I don't want to come on live and start, solving mathematics. I just want to laugh. A lot of people just want to laugh. So ranking number one on content creation may be anything entertainment, games, football, as long as it's giving you that rush, that adrenaline rush or dopamine, something that gives you, keeps you in good spirits. So, but food content, I would say, even if you're on YouTube, I complain that it's saturated. But when you bring up a particular kind of style in a saturated niche, I think it will sell. Just like there's this guy who gives us food history, and he cooks the food and tells you the history of the food, how it was done in the olden times, in the ancient times. So so yeah, even if it's saturated, is to get your own style of doing things. I hope that is quite understanding and understandable. So yeah, I've stayed here for 28 minutes, and I hope to be here for 30 minutes so I can go do whatever I need to do next. So yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, query, hit the comment section and let me know. And I will answer, even if it's in the next hours or in the coming days or forever, as long as the video is here on YouTube. So food content creation is getting more interesting. That people have to fake their way to winning an award. That's really, really, really fantastic. I find it fantastic to hear. So hi, who is here? Hi. I now have two people here right now. So I'm trying to count down time to end life. So that's it. That's how food content creation has changed a lot in recent times. And as you can see, taking a world record is actually very, very interesting and funny at the same time. So that's it for Chef Smith. And these days, the Smiths are taking over. Maybe I should add Smith to my channel name because it's like that name is bringing some fame, some form of fame. Yeah. So that's really, really interesting. Hi, he's here. Say hi as he stopped by. Yeah. So that's it. This is a lovely evening, and here it is 8:32 Thursday, 8:32 Saudi Arabian time. I've been your beautiful host, Platinum Diner TV. So guys, thank you for listening to me and thank you for stopping by. Have a beautiful day, guys. Bye.